终能与你浪迹红尘一趟。
You said Zhang visited the palace and didn't go to Yong'an Palace, but went straight to Zhaoyang Palace?
That's what happened exactly, Your Majesty.
All right. Very good. What a very foolish girl. She truly believes the Shi family would sincerely help the daughter from the Wang family.
Your Majesty, you are right.
Madame Shu is such a shrewd lady. How did she give birth to such a daughter?
I totally agree. What if Wang Qin visits Yong'an Palace again?
Throw her out.
Zhang Zhang
My lady, you're finally back.
Where's Zhang
Lady Chen, once you left, she cried to enter the palace.
The palace?
No one managed to stop her. One had to go with her. I waited for you to tell you about this matter.
If she managed to make trouble again, we will not be able to fix it anymore. Go! Let's visit the palace. Zhang
Mother?
where did you go? Huh? You made me so worried. Have you caused any trouble here?
Nothing could be worse than our situation right now. There is nothing to fear, Mother.
All right. I have begged her cousin Awu. If she and her husband can lend us some help, this matter might have a turning point.
Is she willing to help me? But the Empress has given me some advice.
An advice? What is it?
Mother, let's talk inside the room.
This is such a big deal. The Empress is from the Shi family. We must remain vigilant.
But Mother, the Empress is right. This is the only way for me to get out of this.
What's Her Majesty's advice?
Let me tell you directly. Unless you marry another man. Marrying another man? Who? Lord Yuzhang Xiao Qi. Lord Yuzhang? That's right. This is the only way for you to save yourself from the untold miseries. Mother, I also think that this is my only way out of the situation.
Zhang
Please think of my brother, who died in the frontier. And then look at Wang Zi, who enjoys endless glories and wealth in the capital.
Maybe. Only this solution is our best choice after all.
You are such a beautiful and lovely lady. Normal men would be unable to reject you. But Lord Yuzhang may fail to appreciate your beauty. To ensure you'll succeed, I've got another plan. Empress, what is this?
Your Majesty. What is the matter regarding your order for this evening? It's wise of you, Your Majesty. For the Empress. I do. Your Majesty.
How soon will we arrive in the capital?
Ah, Master. We will arrive tonight.
Eunuch Lin,
Has Lord Anping finally recovered?
you already know that. Lord Anping has gotten a sword wound. It was so severe that he will end up coughing badly whenever it's cold. All of us have been looking after him these days, but he coughed blood again several days ago and couldn't get out of bed.
What are you doing?
Why? You want to break into Lord Anping's bedroom?
The Empress Dowager and His Majesty sent me to take care of Lord Anping. I haven't seen him for several days. I'm worried about him. Can't I get in and greet him?
His Majesty and Her Grace ask you to take care of Lord Anping? Or do they want you to kill him instead?
How daring of you to make up such a lie. Do you want to die?
When you do these things, why can't I blame you? You know Lord Anping is seriously ill. The imperial physician ordered the whole room should be scrubbed with hard liquor. So should anyone who goes in. Besides, Lord Anping is too sick to stay awake. How can he get up to see you? If you insist, aren't you just trying to kill him?
You!
You do things like this. Shouldn't I hold you responsible?
Ling Chuan, who's making the noise out there?
Greetings, Your Highness. I am Eunuch Lin. I'm here to greet you.
I will not die so quickly. Don't disturb me. Go away now if you don't want to die.
Don't get angry, Your Highness. I will go right away. You were a mere powerless prince. Let's see when the Empress Dowager will kill you.
Leave us too.
Yes.
Get up, get up. Stop pretending. He's already gone.
Ling Chuan, I want to have some meat today. Ask them to prepare some meat for me immediately.
Stop it. His Highness has left. We don't know when he'll return. If we get exposed, it'll be troublesome.
May His Highness have a smooth trip and come back early.
If you don't want to marry Helan, you must remember what I just told you. Act smartly based on the condition. Don't act randomly.
I understand, Mother. Just apologize to Wang Shen. It won't hurt me anyway. Just like getting a dog bite.
This child. Keep your temper in check, will you? Are you listening?
I understand.
Why is Lady Shu as sticky as a plaster? She's plastered herself on you.
Then I'm going to refuse them, Your Highness.
No, let them in.
Yes, Your Grace.
Your Grace, you are too sentimental and tender-hearted. That mother and daughter are not easy to deal with. The mother cried so hard in front of you before. And now, the unruly daughter is coming here to disturb you as well. Surely, she will cause trouble for you later.
Madam Su, it is really important for Cheng's life. Aunt is strong as a mother. It's reasonable for her to be anxious for her own daughter. When I see her, I always miss my own mother. Think about it. If I become a mother in the future, I will also do my best to protect my own child by all means.
Then, will you tell them about how we will also try to deal with the envoy from Helan?
Nothing has been done about it. If I tell them about it and the plan fails, they will be even more heartbroken.
Yusho. Yusho.
Ah, yeah.
Why are you walking around instead of having a good rest?
I can't just rest. I want to cook something for Her Grace. I don't know if it's prepared in the kitchen.
Lady Shu. Miss Tian.
Why is it you again? What a really small world.
Zhang, what did Mother teach you? I told you never to argue with such inferior servants, or you'll be dragged to their level.
Miss? Didn't Her Grace say when the edict is announced in a few days, you will be the sister of the Lord? The sister-in-law of Her Grace, and the fiancée of a first-rank general, an imperial mandated lady? Her Grace had a tailor make clothes for you, right? Let's not delay anymore.
Hey! Stop there! Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
Zhang, did you forget what we're here for today? If things go well, no matter what kind of general that cheap maid marries, eventually you can take revenge.
I'm so pissed off!
Look how angry they looked. I feel happy thinking about it. Because of that, she totally hates me now. Whatever. She's going to marry far away anyway. Well, you'll marry General Song and enjoy your life. And from then on, you'll have nothing to do with each other anymore. What else can she do to you?
Oh, everything is all my fault. Please help me out, Awu, I beg you. Awu, please help me out.
Your Grace, she has had a hard time lately. She even threatened her own life. She kept saying that only her cousin could save her.
Awu, I know that I was wrong. Awu, please, please don't blame me. Forgive me, please.
What is gone is already gone. Don't bring it up.
Awu. Awu, Mother said you visited His Majesty. What did His Majesty say?
His Majesty is the ruler of the state. How could he simply go back on what he said?
I understand, Awu.
Let me think if there is any other way around this. Perhaps there will be a turnaround.
If you don't have a way out for me, who else can change the mind of the Empress Dowager and His Majesty? I have bad luck. I'll give in to my fate to be married in Helan miles away and never come back here. If I die in that place, please remember to burn some paper money for me.
Zhang! Oh, Zhang!
My lady.
Zhang! Madam Shu, Her Grace has been in poor health recently. What you're doing here is...
Madam Su,
I've been in sorrow. I didn't even notice that Her Grace looked unwell. Your Grace, are you perhaps ill?
I'm fine. I just haven't slept well last night.
Your Grace, I am really left with no other choices. I shouldn't have been greedy. All I want as a loving mother is to find a good husband for my daughter. And that is why we came all the way from Langya. Unexpectedly, I just took my daughter to a dead end instead. If Princess Yuzhang have a bit pity for us, I have another favor to ask.
It's none of your business whether I meet her or not. So you're worried that I'll get stuck in love affairs and ruin the great plan? Let me ask you, aside from marriage, what other reason have we come here for? How will we do that? Xiao Qi is in a position of great power right now. Will it be easy? If we really want to see him killed, we'll have to get a hold of his Achilles heel first. Wang Shen is Xiao Qi's Achilles heel.
Madam, isn't it inappropriate?
Are you not used to living in my brother's residence? Or are you wronged for something?
How is that possible? Su has been very kind to us. But before coming to the capital, a master had a divination for Chen. She should live in the west of the capital, because living in the east will bring her danger. Wang's residence is in Wu Yi Lane. It's just in the east. No wonder. Chen, who was supposed to be a noble consort, encountered this kind of problem. The divination was right after all. I thought about it overnight. Lord Yuzhang's mansion is right in the west of the capital, which is the lucky place in the divination. So that's why, Your Grace, I presume to entreat that you agree with our stay in here, hoping that Chen could have a much better luck and get out of such trouble. Your Grace, maybe you think that I am being foolish, but we really have been driven to such deep despair. As long as there's a glimmer of hope, I will choose to believe in it, even if it is merely divination. Your Grace, please help us out, I am begging you. Please help me and my daughter, Your Grace, I am begging you.
Don't cry, Aunt. Please stand up.
So you agreed to help me? Oh, it's just as I thought. Such a big residence of Lord Zhou should have a place for us, mother and daughter. Zhang! 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 Come here and kneel in front of Her Grace.
Madam Su, how about you send someone to find a quiet place and have it cleaned so that they can move in tomorrow?
Your Grace! Thank you very much for your kindness, Your Grace.
Yan, Miss Yusho is really... she's really good. My lord, look at Yan here. He does things without telling even a single soul. He's had his marriage settled so quietly. But Yan, what a pity.
Huh?
I've been thinking highly of you. I had wanted to make you my brother-in-law.
Hu Guangli! What are you talking about?
Are you shy? Why? Look, he has a better-looking woman than you. Why are you being shy?
Don't you dare say another word. Why complain about me with your ugly face?
You should forget Yan. When you finally want to get married, I will find you a young man who's a lot more handsome than Yan.
Just take a look at yourself. Because I have such a brother. Having a sister-in-law can hardly ever happen.
Cheers, my lord. Who? Yao?
Cheers!
Yo, get me a bowl of wine.
Did you hear that? Lord made an exception for you today.
My lord, I am very grateful.
Oh! My lord, you can't be partial. Please ask Her Grace if she has any other maid just like Yusho. Of course she has.
Yan and Yushu love each other. If you have the ability, you should go find yourself a girl first. I will help you then.
He'd like to do that, but no girls want to be with him.
Oh, yuck!
I wish Wang Yan a lot of children.
A lot of children.
Grandchildren, too. My lord, our soldiers that came from Ningxuo told me that Helan came here as an envoy because Helan Tuo tricked him to do that.
Helan Tuo has been leading troops to harass the border all these years. All this time, Helan lost many troops. Now, compared to him, Helan is more lucid.
My lord, if the peace talks do succeed, there'll be no more wars in the future. What'll we do if that happens?
If that happens, what we are going to do is to make sure that wars happen less frequently. Then our people will all be able to live a better life.
Emergency report from Jiangnan! Open the gate now! Emergency report from Jiangnan! Open the gate now! Your Majesty, we don't complain of poverty, but it is true that we are broke right now.
I think if we want to allocate money for disaster relief, we must curtail expenditure. Military spending is a big part of it. Since we have already signed a peace pact by marriage and concluded a peace, then I think that given the circumstances, the defense level in the north can be cut back. Think about it. If we reduce 100,000 soldiers and let them return to the fields on one hand, there will be more men to farm the lands. There will be fewer soldiers to feed. This kind of in and out would double the amount of money that the country can save. I understand, Prime Minister Wen. For the country and for His Majesty, I want to ask you a question too. If Helan tears up the pact and offends the northern border, I have no troops or army provisions, then I'll be defeated and let Helan armies invade our country. Will you take the responsibility? Well,
You are overly worried. The girl from the Wang family will be married to Helan. Maybe she could become the Empress of Helan someday. At that time, the Prince of Helan would be blood related to our nation and become families with us. Why will they lead their army to fight us again?
You have a really good point, Mr. Gu. It makes sense. Prime Ministers, maybe you didn't hear clearly. I didn't ask whether it's possible to happen. But after it eventually happened, who would take the responsibility? Who could take the responsibility? Who could do it? If anyone could, not to mention the military power. My title as Lord Yu Chang, I could also give it to the capable person.
Court is adjourned!
Good day, Your Majesty! Taxes, but it's good for the consumer. But we have no choice. This is inevitable. Applications is the need to do everything.
My lord, We have no grudge with Prime Minister Wen, but today in the court, why did he say all those?
Come on. What Prime Minister said is the sentiment of many people. We have made such a big contribution. In the future, we could be a threat to many people as well. They won't allow us to be one.
But the military power is in your hands, my lord. What can they do with us? With such power in your hands?
Disarmament. What they really care about is only the power that I hold within my grasp.
But my lord, will you agree to their proposed disarmament? A lot of us have fought for so many years, but for what reason?
It's not that bad. Why don't we gather up everyone and just go back to Ningxu with all of our brethren?
That doesn't work. Leave the capital and go back to Ningxu? Huh? Well, even if we can go back to Ningxu, what about Her Grace?
I think that right now, you are used to the life in the capital and don't want to leave anymore. Or do you just not want to part with Yuzhang?
My lord! Greetings, Lord Yuzhang. The Empress Dowager invited you to Yong'an Palace.
I see.
This way, please, my lady. This house is prepared for you.
Lady Shu, Miss Tian, we have prepared everything for you. If you want something, please let us know immediately.
I see.
We shall take our leave.
Lord Yucheng's mansion is far worse than the Prime Minister's. It's not even as good as our mansion in Langya.
Look what a condition we're in. Why do you still care for this? If you fail this, you'll be married to Helan. When you can live half well as you do here, I would already be satisfied.
I understand, Mother.
God, please, dear God. Now that Zhang Er was able to enter Lord Yuchang's mansion without any trouble, please give us the perfect timing. Please let everything we planned go without a single problem, so that Zhang doesn't need to be married to Helan anymore.
I, Xiao Qi, sends his greetings to the Dowager Empress.
Please get up now.
Thank you, Your Grace. Your Grace, may I know the reason you summoned me here?
There is something that I want to consult with you.
Please say it, Your Grace.
The flood disaster in Jiangnan left thousands of victims. The Emperor and all ministers are worried about this, and they even argued about this issue at court. I want to recommend you a person.
Who is it that you want to recommend to me, Your Grace?
Wang Su.
Her Grace. It's very dangerous to handle the flood problem. Have you made up your mind to recommend him for this, Your Grace?
We are facing a crisis. Wang Su, as the successor of the Wang family, should take the lead and set an example to others.
I will follow your order.
As for the danger, I already have an idea for that. I want to borrow someone from you.
Who?
Your favorite general. Song Yan.
Forgive me, Your Grace, but you will be using a humble general who works for Lord Yuchang, placing him in an important position. If he makes contributions and gets promoted, wouldn't it be harder to control them?
It's hard to deal with a herd of wolves, because there's a clever head wolf who's leading the whole pack. If I disperse them and kill them one by one, the head wolf would be left alone. No matter how powerful, it's still just a single wolf. I know it. The friendship between Song Yan, you, and Wu runs very deep. You submitted a request to marry Song Yan to Xiao Yusha, your foster sister. I have learned about the general's accomplishments. He's young with outstanding military exploits. Together with Wu, he also retook Weichou. He's a rough diamond indeed. If he ends up working with Wang Su, and they go together to assist in Jiangnan, then I believe that Lord Yuchang will be very relieved. What do you think?
Fresh produce! Vegetables! Carrots!
Stop!
Fresh fish!
Please tell your master Helan Chen that Her Grace wants to visit him.
Don't shut the door.
Just like I said, we would eventually meet very soon, Your Grace. But I never expected that you will be the one to come to me first.
I need a favor from you.
Oh, you need a favor from me. All right. Take a seat and take your time.
Could you change your mind and pick another girl to marry?
It's really just as I thought.
How do you know my name? What's wrong? Why should I?
I knew you'd come to me because of this issue. Tell me, why should I pick another girl to marry?
Wang Chen is family. She's my cousin. And her mother already lost her only son. If Wang Chen is married to Helan, she will end up dying alone. Both you and I lost our mothers. This kind of pain, I believe you can understand.
You are right. I can understand. But have you ever thought about it? If I do pick another for the marriage alliance, your cousin can escape this predicament, but there will be another woman who will be ripped away from her home and parents. What about her pain? Who can understand it?
I understand, but I am not a sage. All I can do is try to help my cousin.
That's such an honest answer. All right, I'll tell you the truth of this situation. This time I came here just to choose a girl to marry back in Helan. She's not for me to marry anyway. I don't care who's specifically chosen. Choosing Wang Chen that day was simply a whim of mine.
It's just a whim to you. But you easily ruined her life.
Who are you? Since you already know I work for the Empress, how dare you treat me like this? I will tell the Empress about you.
唯恐泪雨沾湿你灵花，时间追逐远去的戎马。若思念尚优雅，为何刻在天下？泪可寄情难夹。
听风哭哑如千丈悲家，梦中一念你笑颜如花。此去现已怒马，归来因你温雅，心难舍放不下。等沧海洗尽了铅华，
与你花前月下，
因为你此生才不剩繁华。
为你望相逢时那一刹那，
用一生的步伐
去挣扎，去牵挂，
终为你一诺而舍别天下。
因为你此生才不
海1000捆变化，
天涯尽处归家。
我们在相约于春秋冬